To be clear, I was actually 100% right. I'm using the number 100 there for a specific reason, and it's because the numbers that came out about BTS's online concert, I was a bit dubious about. People were saying and touting, big news outlets out there, 100 million plus people watched Map of the Soul 1. And I thought, just by doing some simple deductive reasoning, that's nigh on impossible. But I kept on going about it, kept on going, and I said, well, if these are the real numbers, then, I mean, this is some world-shattering type of stuff in terms of the music world. But it turns out those numbers were completely wrong, and I was, well, completely right. But hey, NarendraTheComic, and we are indeed going to be talking about the BTS online concert, the big money that was made. Not as big as previously predicted, but still big views, not as big as was previously predicted though. And that is definitely not to say that this was not a success. This concert was a huge success. They did incredibly well. They beat their Bang Bang Con numbers from June. And I guess this is a growing thing which is still going on. But I hate the idea of people lying and misinformation being put out there. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, the K-pop community is incredible at misinformation. They just never ever get it right, seemingly. But my shock was that it wasn't just K-pop places that were saying BTS hit 100 million viewers on their new concert. It was places like BBC. What? And The Independent. What? I don't expect that from actual journalists. I don't expect that type of nonsense. But apparently, people just want the clicks, people want the clickbait, people want to be like, oh my god, 100 million viewers, this is insane, because it is insane. It's impossible. It's almost impossible. Let me say that. Because if these guys get even bigger over the next 10 years, then who knows, which is almost unbelievable. But with these guys, you just never know. But apparently, the real numbers of this concert were almost 1 million viewers bought this online experience, which is incredible. That is a huge amount of people. Apparently, the number is actually 993,000. You multiply that out by the $45 to $55 price range for the ticket, and we're really looking at potentially $50 million that was made from this one concert, which by any means and any standards is a lot of money. It really, really is. From one concert to bring in that much revenue is unbelievable. Just wanted to put that out there, that I was indeed correct, that 100 million people watching it live seemed stupid. And the fact that these news outlets went out there saying this is not a good thing. It's not a good thing for BTS. It's not a good thing for ARMY, because it sets this expectation. When this number came out of 100 million and then the real number came out today of 1 million, I'm sure a lot of people would have looked at that and said, oh, only 1 million people watched it. No, still 1 million people is ridiculous. Most people would not be able to garner that type of viewership. In England, we have a thing called the Summertime Ball, or like the Christmas Ball. I don't know what the Christmas one's called. A long, long time ago, they were quite popular. Maybe they still are, I'm just out of the loop. And the idea of those is you get the biggest European, English, and American artists, and you just put them all together, and it's just a huge stage. Just like a mini festival, just aged down, like it's not so explicit, and shit doesn't go on in the same way as at a festival. But it's huge artists from all around the world, and I think if they put that online, it wouldn't get 1 million viewers, and you'd have people there from Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato. You'd have those types of people there, and I don't think that would get 1 million plus viewers paying $50, $40 to view that concert. So I think it speaks to how big these guys are. 1 million people watching concurrently is insane. Bang Bang Con got about 750,000, so they increased a third on that, which is incredible. That growth is really, really unreal in the space of a couple of months. And while that might be partially down to, you know, ARMY buying extra tickets, I think it is also down to DYNAMITE being as big of a song as it was, and them gaining just fans in between in that time period. So this is really big news. 1 million people watching is enormous. Don't get that wrong. Don't get it twisted. It's huge. And the idea of this, I'm going to say it, fake news that's been going about 100 million views from BBC, The Independent, US News. I don't get how these journos are doing their jobs, because apparently now anyone with a keyboard is a journalist, especially even those working at these companies. So that's bad. That's very bad. It puts me in a bad mental state in terms of information distribution, and I don't really love that. Anyway, guys, If you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then the BBC will come after you guys, alright? Now, we all know the BBC stands for British Broadcasting Corporation, but at the same time, you know what BBC stands for, right? We all know. We all know. Big. There you go. We'll stop there. You don't want that type of thing coming after you, all right? It would not be something you wanted. Even if you want it, you might not want it. Things will be happening. Things you probably don't want happening. I don't want them happening. You don't want them happening. So just subscribe to avoid those things happening. We're being very, very vague here, and I think that's the right way to go with this. As I said, you don't want that. You really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You've been great. I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Yep, been doing it for over 2 years now. We ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here. Nope, we're never not here, guys. There's always some type of video up. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. You never know what you're going to get on any particular day. Sometimes it's just me chatting off the cuff, like today. Sometimes there's some type of structure to it. To be honest, today was just, I just went off. There was not really anything to go on. And I just said, hey, this looks like something to make a video on. And then I got more into it and was like, news corporations are a sack of shit generally. And that's real annoying. So yeah, if you want more nonsense, then do come back in tomorrow, because I always bring the bakwas. And if you don't know, bakwas is nonsense in Punjabi. So see you tomorrow with some more bakwas, because there will indeed be more of it on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow. Skadoosh.